Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. We are deep down below the ground, because I got good news, everybody. We got more diamonds for ZombieCleo. I got a lot of messages from people saying, Joe, you didn't provide enough diamonds for Cleo. She's totally gonna, be really mad when there's not 14 diamonds there in those 4 diamond blocks. Well, good news. I think there's 5 diamond blocks in here. I forgot to count them. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a nice little label here. Molten Diamond Stash number 2. Done. Okay, it's already lit. We're in great shape here. So what I want to do is I want to take the coordinates of this stash and put them in a book that I will then deposit at the location of the first stash, in a clearly labeled place, because I just checked. Cleo has not been by yet, so there's still time. Let's go ahead and take care of that book real quick. It is time to get out your quills and inks, kids. Oh, wait, we need the coordinates. Time skip. Here we are at stash number 1. Now, I have figured that the best way to make sure Cleo actually gets these coordinates is to put the books next to a sign, and ideally I would have some redstone and a comparator hooked up to this just to make her uneasy. It wouldn't go anywhere, or maybe it would. Who knows? But, I also opened up the room a bit because I thought this is a space. If somebody's going to come all the way down here, I've been playing Animal Crossing lately. I started thinking, I need to decorate, what if we put down a nice carpet? And, of course, we don't actually have carpets in Minecraft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these myceliums, or myceliums, depending on which part of the country you're from, to kind of create this foreboding atmosphere that I think will really add to everything, right? So we'll just put some myceliums here, some myceliums there, a little bit everywhere. Boom, right? Uh-oh. Whoa! Don't want one under that lava. That's going to cause weird flow issues. Okay. That's arguably all right for now. But for right now, it's going to be okay. Now, maybe having unmodified myceliums everywhere is going to be a little bit weird. I don't know. But, just for right now, as we feel it out, sometimes you have to start with the beginning of an idea in an iterative process, and then continue to refine it until it's actually a good idea, right? So, here we go. This is not a great idea yet, but what I figure I'm going to do is I'm just going to start putting some blocks in here, roughly establishing a palette, continuing to mess with it until I'm really happy with it. Oh no, I've immediately broken something. Okay. We've covered the core concept here. We'll come back to this once we've actually got something to show. Time skip! As I stared into the burning magma surrounding the lava here, I thought to myself, you know what people find comfort in when everything around them is burning? Is their home, their thatched roof cottages. So I put this nice little thatched roof cottage right in here for ZombieCleo. I moved the side. So I also put a little note. Burning diamonds for ZombieCleo, my flame-haired usurer. So she can find those diamonds right there. But if there's not enough, if she needs further payment, she can visit Molten Stash number 2. Now, I put the coordinates in that book earlier, but you know what? How is she going to actually get there? There's a lot of ways you can go underground. I don't want her to go the wrong way. So here's what I did. I thought, I'll make a path. So I started with a nice little 2x1 path. But I didn't want her to get claustrophobic, so I started putting in a little bit of more of a 3x3 kind of vibe. But what I realized is it kind of needs to have a little bit of color to it. Let's lighten it up. So I'm just going to put in a little bit of grass here, a little bit of flowers. Now, I think maybe I should get rid of the tall grass to some degree. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe that's going to make this even more enjoyable for Cleo. So here's what we're going to do, is we're going to let this kind of gently continue up here. Going to keep adding additional kind of foliage, for the French speakers in here. That's how we say foliage in French. I'm not a French speaker, I'm just pretending. Also, apparently the way I said la phase was correct earlier in my last video, and saying la phase 8 times. Oh, that's just a cave. Oh, okay. Speaking of, making things, safe for ZombieCleo, let's maybe light up literally any of that here. That is... Whew, That could have been bad. I could have gotten creepered. I mean, Cleo could have gotten creepered. Now, this down here is not really fully grassed in yet because we're waiting for it to grow. Hopefully, by the time she arrives, it'll be fine. But here we are at Molten Diamond Stash number 2. I am, of course, immediately regretting digging this other tunnel, which is now obsolete, thanks to this one. But this should really increase the quality of her Minecraft experience, you know? I've glassed in this waterfall up here so creepers can, like, bob around but not actually kill her, probably. And, yeah. So I figure between 9 diamond blocks with a Fortune 3 pickaxe, she's probably going to get 14 diamonds. This might be good enough, but I guess we'll have to see. Time skip. Howdy, XP Crafted.
What's up, Joe? How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. You know, I heard you were doing a build contest where we're not allowed to show our progress on streams.
Right.
Well, I'm really excited about that because my daughter's not allowed to be on my live streams, but she always wants to help me with Minecraft. So I figure we can compete together. Is that cool?
That's perfect.
Now, here's the thing, though. I'm not actually using diamonds anymore. If you look over here at my shop, everything is pay anything but diamonds. I had a bad experience. I'm swearing them off for the rest of the season. So I was wondering if I could pay you in comparable goods for the prize pool.
Well, I mean, I guess that depends on what you're, what are you deeming as comparable?
Alrighty, so, like, what about 3 potions of water breathing, 8 minutes each, that are labeled at Joe Hills? Because I know that we're supposed to name the diamond block at Joe Hills, so I named all the things I might give you at Joe Hills.
Okay.
It's 24 minutes of submersion total.
I mean, it is intriguing. You got anything else, or?
Well, you know, I've got 4 blocks of gold, which is great if you need to make, I don't know how many helmets that is, but it's probably about 8 or 9. You could make about 8 or 9 gold helmets out of this.
Gold helmets.
They're very shiny. They're great.
I mean, the helmet I'm wearing, like, it's pretty shiny.
That's true.
And it's got that fit that I really like. You know, like you're trying on hats and some of them fit, some don't. You know, I found one that really fit really well.
And it complements your eyes. I get it. Okay. Well, next thing. You know, sometimes people want to build a thatched roof cottage to burn down. And so what about half a stack of hay bales?
Intriguing. And I mean, I currently do not have any hay bales.
See,
so
you could make a hay ride. You could build a barn and then put a sleeping area up top where you can sleep in the hay if you're a hobo.
Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're getting there, man. I mean, this is some intriguing stuff here.
Okay, so this is a stack of fully cooked steak. You know, those
now, is that like USDA choice or?
You know, it's I don't know that the USDA is necessarily operating at full capacity right now, but I put my name on it, and that's how you know it's quality.
Well, I mean, that's good enough for me.
Really? Okay, because I was going to offer this stack of redstone blocks next, but yeah, we could just do the 64 steak and call it.
Well, I mean, who's to say I don't want it all?
Well, I mean, this is going to go in the prize pool, so I'm kind of asking what you think is going to be appreciated by the other hermits, too.
I feel like probably the redstone would honestly be more comparable. Because I'm selling redstone blocks at my shop, and I think I'm doing a diamond for 16 blocks.
Okay, so 64 is not necessarily an entire diamond block at market value.
You know.
What if I throw in the potions? Let's see, I could maybe make a nice little... Wait, are people not naming the diamond blocks?
No, they are. This is what I added to the prize. Like, this is the base of the prize pool.
Where do the entries go?
In here.
Oh, so no one's entered yet?
Well, we just, not yet. Don't worry.
Okay, so I might be the first entrant then. Okay, that's exciting.
You are the ground floor.
Well, to really make this exciting, I think I'm just going to throw in all of the things that I had named.
Oh.
And, because I don't want other people to be scared off by the lack of diamonds. and think that this is some sort of scam. Now they're going to see like, oh, what an eclectic gift basket of post-apocalyptic delight.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. It's like you knocked on their door and you're like, hey, I don't have money, but here's these goodies.
Oh yeah, I mean, and these are all locally grown and harvested, and I can move these over to make more room for the other entrance. Though now that I'm looking at it, it's a little bit off balance at the moment, but there we go. I think that's
it
probably
looks good to me.
That's probably worth. Wait, is the entry fee 10 diamond blocks or 1?
No, it's 1.
Okay, gotcha. That was just your.
I was padding the prize pool.
Oh, okay, excellent. Right. Well, if you need a little bit of additional padding, I've got 5 extra hay bales. No, I'm joking. I need those for thatch.
So, just a question here. Okay. So, you're going to take part in the build contest.
Yes.
Where the prize is diamonds.
Yes. What I have decided I want to do is burn as many diamonds as possible this season. I need to just cover them all in lava. And so if I win the prize, what I will be doing is I will be pulling those blood diamonds out of the economy and gifting them to the universe as magma diamonds.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. It makes sense.
We can't let everyone on the server constantly be motivated by this search for wealth in order to hoard or spend it. Some of us need to be motivated by a search for wealth in order to obliterate it.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing. How have you been?
I've been searching for wealth.
Cool. Good luck with that. I hope you don't meet an untimely, brutal, violent end. Woohoo.
I'm still waiting for somebody. I'm on the bounty board.
Oh, really? Well, luckily I didn't bring my good equipment to attack you with as you fly away from me. Well, thank you very much, XB. I'm looking forward to this contest, and I appreciate you setting it up.
Yeah, hopefully people enjoy it.
Yep, and if you get hungry, feel free to purchase a steak. You can name your own price here.
So
anything but diamonds.
So I could put like a single rocket and grab a stack of steak?
If you wanted. You got to think about what that says about you to your viewers.
Rude. Right.
But
what if I put like Mumbo's name on the rocket and then put it in there?
Well, that's hilarious. And I recommend everyone make other people look bad. That's really the core of what we're doing here, is embarrassing ourselves and others for the viewers' enjoyment. Right.
Exactly.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much, XB.
All right, Joe.
Catch you later, man.
Have a
Keep
good
adventuring. I realized earlier, folks, that I forgot to check if anybody had purchased anything now that everything is pay what you will. So let's see if anyone wants to bust a move. No. Pay anything but diamonds. Anything you think is fair. And nobody wants to. That's fine. But let's see if these road replacement permits are being purchased. Hey, looks like 2 people purchased one. For an acacia log and a jungle log. These are both things that we need. So, we are going to be on our way to continue with our builds. Time skip. I was thinking about it, and I decided to do one more pass on ZombieCleo's little area here. I planted some berries, but as the mycelium spread, it killed the berries. Oops, all mycelium. Well, that'll be slightly less threatening. Hopefully the berries I planted over here in this tunnel will be a little bit more successful at accomplishing their objectives. I added a little bit more tall grass here. I broke up the ceiling a bit. We still got our dangerous lava bridges, but, we also have some, perilous shaft-looking things. This whole thing might be bad. I threw in some extra bamboo, some vines. I don't know. I think that this, on the whole, really sells kind of that vague sense of unease that I wanted to communicate. And, to top it all off, when you finally get here to the end, I put in a bunch of weird trap doors. There's not really, a thought process behind that, but there is a process. If you keep doing things long enough and let somebody else write down what you did, it's a process. And then, of course, if there aren't enough diamonds in here, too, I put another note for Cleo right here. If that's still not enough, too bad, I guess. And then I put an item frame inside an item frame, because there's not a book that tells her where to go. So, hopefully she's not too angry. These pressure plates do nothing. Anyway, I hope Zombie Cleo keeps giving us more time to expand this tunnel. I did not think I was going to get an extra day to mess with this. And actually, no, I just really want her to go enjoy this because I made it for her. Time skip. We are here at Molten Diamond Stash 2, and it has been ransacked. I am guessing that Zombie Cleo came down here earlier in the day and took all the diamonds away. Now, that was ultimately the goal of this whole place, so I'm not going to complain. She didn't actually take this armor stand thing. So, in theory, maybe she found everything she needed. I'm going to go ahead and turn this back on. As we navigate back through here, let's see, did she actually... Oh, if she had just deleted that bridge behind her so I would fall in it, that would have been really mean. I kind of want to delete that bridge now so when people visit, when the world upload comes out, that'll hurt them. But no, that's too mean. That's too mean. Well, it doesn't look like she vandalized anything. That's a good sign. I was thinking if she was unhappy with the amount of money she got, she would vandalize everything. But she doesn't seem to have left a note either. Okay, so this area is all dark now because the lava is gone. So we're going to get this guy between that guy and me. Then we're going to kill him. We're going to make sure there's not a creeper waiting for us. Okay. So things I did not think entirely through include that. So thanks, Zombie Cleo, for not lighting this up after removing the lava. Okay. On the whole, though, I mean, she took the book, and she didn't burn down everything. I say that. I haven't gotten to the surface yet. Maybe we're going to get to the surface and everything's all burned down. Maybe not, though. I am so glad I redid these stairs. This was going to be an embarrassment if we hadn't redone these stairs. Well, I haven't received any, Okay, let's go over here to our answering machine. Okay, there's no threatening messages from Zombie Cleo there. Okay, we might be in the clear. Or in the Cleor. We're in the Cleor, you guys. We managed to pay off Zombie Cleo without compromising the integrity of our commitment to getting rid of all the diamonds that we could by covering them in lava. We found diamonds, we covered them in lava, and we got rid of them. I'm going to call that a win. Okay. Now, one other thing I've been working on kind of while I was between segments here, sometimes when I'm terraforming and I don't want it to be boring for you guys, what I'll do is I'll kind of work on that a little bit off camera while I'm streaming or whatever. And so I've come up here and started hewing out the mountain that was blocking this part of the winery here. So I just want to show you guys a little bit of my progress. And once we get up here, I realize that, you know, the clearest indicator that Cleo is not mad at us is if our legs are intact. So let's really quickly switch to F5 mode. Look at that. Look at those legs. They bend this way, they bend that way. We can strafe to this way and that way. I don't know which one's left or right because it's all mirrored. But look at that. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, so we have clearly earned the forgiveness. We have Cleorly earned the forgiveness of Zombie Cleo. And, you know, we have something to show for this episode too, because while I was working on all that, I was also clearing this out. What I want to do is lower this entire hill here enough that I can have another kind of branch of the vineyard with berries just sprawled out this way. In the short term, though, we had a obstructed view of Doc's kind of like mountain there. Now it's unobstructed. You know, it's not perfect. It's still a long distance away. And I'm going to want to clear out more of this next episode. But, you know, we're getting stuff done on our long-term projects. We're making sure that our legs aren't broken by our friends who, you know, we could air quote friends, but that would look rude at this point, so we're not gonna. Let's call this a win. Okay, so before we go, you might have noticed that this episode was mid-roll ad-free. That's thanks to $100 a month Patreon sponsor Bioduck. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now present to you a poetry writing prompt so that you can create a poem of your own devising in the YouTube comment section below. Unbroken legs. That's it. There's your prompt. Run with it. Running with broken legs, a lot harder. I didn't want to box you in. I feel like there's potential there. So check those YouTube comments and click like on the poems you enjoy. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.